Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Brianna Watson. Woo. So, I apologize if I do that. So, earlier today, my mom and I were watching a couple of videos on YouTube. First, she was watching Fabio Viviani, but then she saw a video of someone pregnant. I can't remember the YouTube channel, sadly. I'll probably ask for it later. But she was a young, beautiful, pregnant woman, and she was like between 6 to 8 months pregnant because she had the baby bump. And so she had an Aldi where she lives, and so she was like, she got an idea of trying Aldi brands compared to nationwide brands like Pop-Tarts, Lay's, Vlasic, those kinds of brands. Those big name brands that you always see in the stores. Well, there's Aldi Brands, which is a German company that was founded way back in the 1900s. Late 1900s, and it came to the US in 1976, if I remember that information correctly, and it's been around since then. My mom grew up with Aldi. She was born in the 60s, early 60s. She's a baby boomer. She was from the baby boomer generation, same with my father. And so she was, I'm sorry. But yeah, so she was like in her teens when Aldi came over from Germany to the US. And for as long as I can remember, if there was an Aldi where we lived, wherever we moved, my parents would go there. If they couldn't find anything at Aldi, then they would go to like Giant, Walmart, Food Lion, Kroger's, which wasn't really that much. And they would go there for the other things that they would buy, because Aldi has cheaper stuff. That's what I remember, absolutely. The produce, the baking stuff, the cooler area, the freezers. I remember that place from growing up with it. So I'm not picky on the things that I eat. I've always ate whatever my parents gave me, unless if it had mushrooms. Well, now it's been lately Alfredo sauce. Among other things, I can't remember exactly. But I will not eat those things, anything with any of those ingredients in it. But I will say this, I do love food. My absolute favorite foods, I have four hamburgers, hot dogs, pizza, and sushi. You all know that. And you also all know that I have a sweet tooth, a very big sweet tooth. I love sweets. I much prefer eating sweets than anything else. That is something that I absolutely love. So, back onto the topic. So, she was trying these Aldi brands blindfolded, and she was eating them. And so, it was so weird. One of them happened to be Vlasic kosher dill pickles, which I love. There's nothing that can compare to them because the crunch is fantastic. The flavoring is absolutely perfect. and you can basically make your own relish with like the sweet gherkins that you can get from Vlasic. And so she pretty much got 3 out of 5 products that she found. Actually, it was the dollar store. Now that I'm remembering, it was the dollar store versus name brands. Okay, so that's what the first video was. Now the second video that my parents and I watched, my mom and I watched, I should say, because my dad was at work, was 2 women and a man. A woman and a man were married, so, and the other was probably like a family member or something of one of those 2 married couples, and couple, I should say. And she went to Walmart and Aldi and bought similar type of brands and had them do it blindfold. So there's some pros and cons to Aldi, like everything else in the world. The biggest pro, I would say, is that it's much cheaper than going to Walmart or Kroger's or Food Lion or Giant or any other kind of place like that, like a grocery store. Or in Walmart and Kroger's case, both. And so my mom had an idea that she would make a dish. I'm gonna try and convince her to do more than one dish. That way we would get more content. And like a couple to a few dishes, like 2 to 3 dishes. And I already have like a few listed that are simple and easy, and they will be specific ingredients to make this specific dish. And so we were gonna do like Aldi brand ingredients compared to store brand or name brand kind of deal. And she would make that dish the exact same way, but have my niece and my nephew taste test them both. Me and her would know which one is which, because we both would have seen it being made. But my niece and my nephew are both picky on what they eat, and it's really sad because there's really fantastic dishes that my mom makes that are really, really good and I love, but they won't try it. They're dead set on not trying new things. And it's, like I said, it's sad because it's like with, oh gosh, it's like with, what can I think of? I will basically do like a sour cream and cheese chip that my niece likes, and that is specifically Lay's. But she won't try something else like it in a different brand. They have like a small palette of taste for specific things. And I want to try to broaden their horizons, and that's, I think, what my mom wants to do. So if you're up for that video, that would be so cool. My mom, get this, my mom came up with the idea, not me, but it is a cool concept. It is a cool idea. I personally love it, and I would like to see which one my niece and nephew can guess, because it would be hard to tell depending on if you're there or not. So my mom won't be in the video, sadly. I would have to get permission from my sister to have my niece and my nephew on camera and in the video, because it's gotta have permission first to ask these things. And yeah, like, it would be so cool. Like, it would be so fascinating. Like, I can't wait. There's only one small issue. I would have to wait until the Aldi that's currently being built where I live is up and running, because the closest one is in Virginia, and my parents aren't gonna drive an hour to an hour and a half to get to Virginia, unless if it's something really important. Excuse me. Because other than that, it's a waste of gas, it's a waste of time, and the traffic's horrendous. So that really does it for this video. But I do want to know if you guys would really like to see that video, would like to see it happen, because I personally would love to do it, because it just sounds like a good idea. Because I'll have to look later on to see if anybody else has done like that, like make an actual dish out of ingredients from a lower quality store like Aldi, with good prices for good ingredients, compared to like Walmart, which is the closest one here, or Food Line. So without further ado, that does it for this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below if you think that should happen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, I love you.